If you were to ask me who were the best champions in AEW right now, I have got to automatically go to Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher. Kevin Knight, the Jet, as the TNT champion, the protostar Kyle Fletcher as the international champion. And there were things that these guys have said that have made me pay attention to them a bit more, because I'm not going to lie, I may have a little bias because Kyle Fletcher and Kevin Knight are both some of my favorite superstars in AEW. Now, Kevin Knight has said last time I heard he had 9 successful defenses, but I think he's defended it twice since then. So I'm thinking he's at 11 defenses, if I'm not mistaken. So 11 successful defenses. And Kyle Fletcher stated on this past Dynamite that he has defended his title successfully 3 times in 3 different countries. That is insane. Now, if you look at their past defenses, last week in Mexico, Kyle Fletcher defended his title against Speedball Mike Bailey in an amazing match. I would say match of the night. And then this week, Kevin Knight defends his TNT title against Chris Jericho, a former world champion. The first ever AEW world champion, by the way, in a banger match. I'm telling you, man, like their respective reigns are some of the most interesting things on AEW television. And you can argue with a wall. Like, I don't care. You cannot tell me that these dudes are not putting on some banger matches for these titles, dude. They make these titles feel so prestigious. Let's start with Kevin Knight. Now, while I don't agree with Kevin Knight being in the Don Callis family, I can say that his reign has been pretty impressive to me so far. He's even contended for the World Championship at Redemption. He ended up losing, but he put on a banger match, and guess what? He is still the TNT champion. Now, he's going to go up against Darby Allin at All In a last man standing match. What do I want to happen? I want Kevin Knight to retain because I feel like he's just getting his foot off the ground. So I don't think Darby Allin needs the AEW TNT champion. I don't think he needs that. And honestly, Kevin Knight needs it a bit more because he's an established future superstar. And Darby Allin's already won the world championships. I mean, him coming after the TNT champion and winning off of Kevin Knight is not doing him any favors. So I would like Kevin Knight to retain his TNT championship. Let's move over to my boy Kyle Fletcher, the protostar. The international championship has never looked better. Kyle Fletcher is one of those superstars that he gives me, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but he gives me young Randy Orton vibes with a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a flamboyant twist. You know, the aura, the pink aura, the attire, but he's vicious like Randy Orton. I can't explain it. But his international, intercontinental, his international title run has been tremendous. His match against Takeshita, when he went against, who else did he go against? He went against, he didn't go against Okada yet. I don't think he went against Okada. No, he didn't go against Okada. Takeshita beat Okada. But yeah, pretty much all of Kyle Fletcher's title defenses he went against Bandito. His title match against Bandito was fire. His title match against Speedball Mike Bailey was fire. Like, come on now. Like, Kyle Fletcher has put on some of the best matches this year. And my thing is, he's going to be in a triple threat match, which I predicted months ago. After I said that I wouldn't be surprised if I see Takeshita, Okada, and Kyle Fletcher at All In a triple threat for the TNT title. That's actually going to happen. And that is going to bang. That is going to be a fire match. And that's going to make that international title feel so much more important. And I'm going to say this with full confidence. The TNT title and the international title feels more important to me than a continental title, the national title, and the AEW world title. Now, I love me some Will Ospreay, and I want him to win the world title, but I have been more interested in Kevin Knight's reign and Kyle Fletcher's reign than I have in Kenny Omega's, right? So the fact that we have Kevin Knight going against Darby Allin in a last man standing match, and then Kyle Fletcher facing both Takeshita and Okada for the international title, those already stole the show for me. I can tell you right now, those are going to be 2 of my favorite matches. And you can call me biased because Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher are my 2 favorite superstars right now. You can call me biased, but you cannot tell me that they won't put on a 5-star match, because they will. And they will make those titles feel like the most important things you have to hold in a company. Now, what I want to happen, and I feel like it's inevitable, but I want Kevin Knight to face Kyle Fletcher. I want a feud out of that, man. I think I made a video about this months ago. I said, take my money, because before Kevin Knight even joined the Don Callis family, Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher had a stare down. This is when Don Callis was trying to recruit Kevin Knight backstage. They had a stare down. And I was like, oh yeah, we definitely getting that. That's going to be a feud. That is going to be the feud. And I can't wait for it. Now, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. But is it going to be for the TNT title, the national title, hell, even the world title? I don't know. But Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher do not like each other. Kyle Fletcher don't like nobody in that family. Kyle Fletcher beefing with Okada. He kicked out Takeshita. He don't like Kevin Knight. Kyle Fletcher, this man playing hater, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that they throw each other's statistics in their faces. Kevin Knight said to Kyle Fletcher, I'll defend this title 9 times successfully, more successfully than you have without the help of the Don Callis family. And then this man, Kyle Fletcher, flexed the fact that he defended it in 3 different countries, bro, the international title. But man, when I tell you these two are giving me what I need on AEW television, I am not lying to you. These two are the future of AEW. These two are the money makers of AEW in the future. If you do not invest in Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher right now, I don't know what you're doing. These two are single-handedly carrying their respective shows right now, both Dynamite and Collision. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but let me know in the comments down below. Who do you think the best champions are? I will give an honorable mention to Andrade, because that's how you know stuff is getting over, and he's the national champion. But if we had to put that national championship on a totem pole, it will be at the bottom, because that's how it's the least prestigious right now, at least in my eyes. But let me know who your favorite AEW champion is right now in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.